Now I'm using a combination of charcoal to keep the fire hot, and I add wood chunks just to give it the smoke. Now to control the temperature on your firebox, it's got the little grate on the side. If you open it, it lets more air in. If you close it, it lets less air. And that controls your temperature to 250 where we want it. It also has the top vent that you can adjust. You can open and close. This will let your smoke out. And it keeps your air with the side vents in this one to keep your temperature at the 250 that you're looking for. And as you can see, we're right at that 250 mark. And it's just a matter of adding charcoal and wood to keep your smoke. And I basted those with apple cider vinegar and then put a St. Louis style rub on them. It's very important when you're doing this on the smoker that you keep these moist. You can spritz them with water. I rub mine with apple cider vinegar, and that keeps them nice and moist. Plus it gives it a nice tang when you eat them. Okay, we're going to get our ribs off of here. It's been 2 hours, and we're going to go put these in some foil. Now there's a few ways you can do this. You can put apple juice on here to help it baste. You can use butter, you can use honey. I'm using butter. So we're going to put some butter in here. And this is going to give it a braising liquid. We'll put it right on top. Alright. Now what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this. And I'm going to need some more foil so I can seal this tightly. Now it's best to use heavy duty aluminum foil for this. I don't have any, so I'm using double wrap, just regular aluminum foil. And now we're going to go take this and we're going to put it back on the smoker. Alright, now we're going to put our ribs in the foil back on the smoker, and these are going to go for an hour to an hour and a half like this. And then we're going to uncover those and I'll show you what's next. Alright, all you're going to do with these potatoes, cut them in half, cut those in half, and then quarter it. And then put those in your skillet. And I've put olive oil on the bottom, extra virgin, salt, pepper, and garlic powder. And these are going to go on the grill when it's time to put them out there, and we'll show you that. Alright, our temperature's holding at 250. It's time to add another piece of cherry wood. We're going to put that right there in the coals and get our smoke going. Okay, we're going to get our ribs off that have been wrapped in foil for an hour and a half. And we're going to wrap these, and then we're going to put these back on the grates. Let's get these unwrapped. What we've done by putting the butter on there is we've braised them in this foil. And as you can see, all that butter is melted and these ribs are getting nice and tender.
Oh, I can smell it.
And now we are going to put these back on the grates, on the smoke, for another hour to an hour and a half, and we're going to start putting sauce on them. As you can see the bend in those ribs? That means they're getting almost there. They're nice and tender. Let's get these back on the grates. We'll keep on smoking, and we're going to start putting barbecue sauce. Okay, we're going to get our barbecue sauce in our bowl. Use whatever kind you like.
What kind is this, so they know?
This is Yellowstone Original Cowboy. Really good stuff.
It is really good stuff.
If you never tried it, try it. As you can see, our ribs, we took them out of the foil. They're looking great. They got a nice bark, and we're going to start saucing these up. And this will create that nice crusty layer of barbecue sauce. We're just going to keep doing this for another hour and a half. How good do those look? As you can see, when you pick it up, it's starting to bend. Those are going to be nice and tender.
I
Now we got
cannot
to get the
wait.
potatoes on. Now, as you can see, I put the grates in the firebox. And all those charcoals, those are nice and hot. Remember, the smoker's at 250, but in here it's a lot hotter. This will cook these potatoes up nice and crisp.
Nice.
Now you got to remember, this is really hot in here because it's over the coals in the firebox. So you got to stir this frequently. Make sure they don't stick. These won't take very long. And as you can see, our ribs are done. See that bend? They're going to be nice and tender. Get those in the house and we'll get ready to eat. As you can see, our potatoes are nice and crispy. We're going to get these out of the smoker and get them in the house. Alright, now we're going to let these rest for just a little bit. And then we'll cut them up.
It smells so good.
Okay, our ribs are done. And time to cut these. Just find your in between the bone and slice it off.
You can see how tender it is.
Too bad I didn't have smellophone. Went, I put them on at noon, and they went for 2 hours. Then I wrapped them in the foil and put the butter in there to give it some moisture to braise them while it's smoking. Then come on, find the crease. Tim, you can't find it. There it is. Then we took it out of the foil and we put it back on the grates with the smoke. Then we started barbecue sauce. And those went for another hour and a half. So the total cook time was 5 hours. And we're gonna let Tracy taste these to see how well I did. We have our potatoes that were cooked outside on the grill with the smoker. We have our ribs, and we have our Asian slaw. Gonna be so good. Okay, everybody, here's the test. What does Tracy think?
They are so tender. Oh my gosh, they are so tender. Whatever you did with that butter, it is really good. Give this a try if you have a smoker.
You guys gotta try this recipe. It's so good. Wrapping it in foil with the butter makes a huge difference.